A blind woman living in a remote village in Bulgaria, yet she is said to have seen the future of all mankind, all the way to the year 5079. Is that really possible? There is no original manuscript, no audio recordings, no diary written by her own hand. Everything the world knows about Baba Vanga comes from other people's stories, from those who once met her, from word of mouth, from newspapers published after the events had already happened. And yet, strangely, the less evidence there is, the farther her legend spreads. They say she foresaw the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Chernobyl disaster, the 9/11 terrorist attacks, even the election of a black US president. Every time the world is shaken by a global event, the name Baba Vanga resurfaces, as if she had whispered it long before it ever happened. But if she truly saw everything in advance, why was the world never prepared? And if these prophecies are only interpretations made afterward, why do people still yearn to believe? Perhaps because when we face war, pandemics, economic collapse and climate change, we desperately need someone to tell us all of this was foretold. And so Baba Vanga, a blind woman living alone in a small Bulgarian village, became an accidental symbol of humanity's fears, hopes, and obsession with the future. Yet what terrifies the world most is not the prophecies that were said to have come true, but the ones that are claimed to describe our future from 2025, 2030, all the way to 5079, the year when humanity is said to disappear completely. So what is it really? A map of destiny for mankind, or merely a mirror reflecting our deepest collective fears? And in the book Baba Vanga's Blind Eyes That See the Future, these prophecies are arranged in a way that forces us to ask, if this is only rumor, why does it resemble our world today so terrifyingly well? Part 1. And the Blind Woman at the Edge of the World. The year was 1911. In a poor, quiet town called Strumica, then still part of the Ottoman Empire, a baby girl was born, without ceremony, without prophecy. Her name was Vangelia. No one could have imagined that this fragile child would one day become one of the most haunting names of the 20th century. Her childhood held nothing mystical. It was a childhood of poverty, of losing her mother too soon, of growing up beside a father who struggled to survive. She played ordinary games, pretending to be a doctor, treating her friends with wild grass, rainwater, and childish imagination. Until one day, a tornado came. No one knows exactly what happened. Only that in the middle of an open field, the storm lifted the 12-year-old girl into the air and hurled her far away. When they found her, her eyes were filled with sand, dirt, and blood. She survived, but she would never see light again. Her world fell into darkness. The years that followed were merciless. A blind child, poor, no money for treatment, no protection. She was sent to a school for the visually impaired, learning to read with her fingertips, learning how to survive without sight. And it was during this time that people around her began to notice something strange. The blind girl seemed to know certain things before they happened. At first, only small things. A lost animal would return. Someone in the village would soon fall ill. An accident was about to happen on a familiar road. No one fully believed it, until it kept happening, again and again, exactly as she said. Then World War II broke out. Eastern Europe drowned in fire. Families were shattered, people disappeared, people died, and in the middle of that chaos they began to come for Baba Vanga, not to ask for money, not to seek wealth, but to ask, is my son still alive? Will my husband return? Will my family survive this war? The blind woman sat in a dark room. No books, no maps, no instruments. Only one thing remained: answers that terrified people. And the most frightening part was not what she said, but the fact that for those who survived, her words slowly turned into truth. After the war, she moved to Rupite, a remote village near an extinct volcano in Bulgaria. From there, she became a national phenomenon. Ordinary people came to ask about fate, doctors came to ask about illness, politicians came to ask about power. There were even rumors that high-ranking government officials secretly visited her. A blind woman, no formal education, yet her words spread in whispers across Eastern Europe. She never claimed to be a saint, never called herself a prophet. She only said one sentence: "I do not see with my eyes, I see with something else." Then came 1996. Baba Vanga died. She left behind no diary, no original manuscript, no verified records of anything she had ever seen. And yet, strangely, after her death, the number of prophecies attributed to her multiplied many times over. Wars, natural disasters, global collapse, the ultimate fate of humanity. All were attached to the name of a blind woman who was already gone. And that is where the real questions begin. Was Baba Vanga a true prophet, or merely the product of fear, rumor, and the collective imagination of mankind? And if she never wrote down a single prophecy, then where did the alleged predictions for 2025, 2030, and 5079 truly come from? Baba Vanga is dead, but the questions never died with her. No original texts, no recordings, no undeniable proof. And yet, year after year, whenever humanity faces a new disaster, a new prophecy is suddenly discovered. Whenever the world trembles, her name returns, as if she is still watching from the dark. But if all of this is only rumor, then who was the first to write them down? Who arranged them into a so-called map of the future of mankind? And why now, at the very edge of a new era, are these prophecies returning more powerfully than ever? Perhaps the answer does not lie in sensational headlines, nor in viral edited videos, but in the quiet pages of a book written to gather everything together, from the smallest rumor to the final destiny of humankind. And that book bears a haunting title: Baba Vanga's Blind Eyes That See the Future, Baba Vanga's Prophecies About the Future of Mankind. What you've heard so far is only the surface. What lies inside that book is where the future, fear, hope, and the fate of humanity are placed side by side in the most chilling way. And if you want to know unto what truly awaits humanity in the coming years, which dates make the world go cold, and why 1 year is said to be the year mankind completely disappears, then everything only truly begins on the very first page of this book. If you'd like to explore these prophecies in full detail, the link to the book Baba Vanga's Blind Eyes That See the Future, Baba Vanga's Prophecies About the Future of Mankind, is waiting for you in the video description below. And if you don't want to miss the next chapters of this story, more prophecies, more mysteries, and what they might mean for our world, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, because the future is only getting closer. Only